What's it feel like just to be back and have, there's so much spotlight on you in Sweden, and have that kind of now done?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was fun, but nice to have 2 days off and just relax.
How did it feel like versus your expectations, the whole trip?
Yeah, I mean, it was lots of fun with family, and I mean, showing the guys Sweden or Stockholm. So I thought it was good, and we came out of there with 2 points. So it was fun.
You did some different stuff over there. I gotta ask you, the Bianca talk show, like that was unique. They're asking you different questions than we would. Like, what's that experience like?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was fun. It was a different thing to do, and I thought it was fun to do for sure.
You're a fashionable guy. How did you settle on tank top for that show?
I mean, I just decided just to wear it a while ago. So it just felt simple, easy.
How did the legs feel coming off the trip at practice today?
Yeah, they felt pretty good. I think had a good workout in the gym, and got ready for the practice, so it felt pretty good.
You've made that trip a lot of times in your life. What's the biggest focus or worry coming off a trip like that when you have a couple of days off and now you get back to practice and then you're back in a big game on Friday?
I mean, I think it's better to fly this way versus going to Sweden. So I think, it's easier to get into the time zone and everything coming this way. So I'm not too worried about that.
What do you like about playing in Chicago?
Yeah, I mean, spent a lot of time there growing up, so it was a home for me for a long time and my family. So it's always fun with family, friends there, and my brother's own friends are there, so lots of fun.
Do you have a favorite memory from your days in Chicago? I know you were quite young.
Yeah, pretty young. I mean, I think it was just going to the games and stuff and hanging out there, and then obviously our friends too.
You got a great shot, but what stands out to you about Connor Bedard and what he has to offer?
Yeah, I think he's had a tremendous start to the season. I mean, I haven't really been watching much, but seen some goals, and he's been doing a really good job there in Chicago.
How would you compare his ability to get the puck off to Austin, how he's able to?
Yeah, I think they're kind of similar in that way. I've been able to shoot the puck and score from all over the ice.
What do you like for your game when you have the puck high in the offensive zone? What do you like about that scenario for you?
I don't know. You try kind of coming down, looking at the net, and you got all the options available. So I think it gives you some more space and some more time to think about what you want to do.
What's been the key to your edge work? We see you working on it before, after practice. Like, what has allowed you to get it to the level it's at?
I think just doing it for years.
Yeah, we saw a few guys wearing the neck guards today. Like, have you thought about that?
Yeah, I have. I think I'll give it a try. Today was kind of busy for me before practice, but I'll give it a try at some point.
Mark, how did the neck guard feel today?
A little different for sure. I've never worn one, I wore one when I was a kid, but not for a long time. Just wanted to try it out. Probably won't go with that one that I wore today, but try something different in the future and go from there.
Can you describe the feeling and why it's kind of different?
It's just, I don't know. It feels like you're a lot warmer out there, a little bit uncomfortable having some on your neck when you're not used to it. But I think the key is just to try and get used to something that is relatively comfortable, and then go from there and keep wearing it over and over again.
It sounds like a bunch of guys are thinking about it. Were you getting a lot of questions?
Yeah, guys were asking about it. I think, once guys see guys trying things, whether it be sticks or skates and gloves, neck guards, we're always asking each other questions. But this one, first from a safety point of view, I think it's important to try things and go from there. But I didn't really enjoy the one I was wearing today, so I'll maybe try something else in the future. And weeks like this are good because you got some practice days,
I think if you had 3 different options, or how does it?
Yeah, the trainers have a bunch of different options. There's ones that are built into shirts, ones that are just standalone, and then I think there's a couple different of the shirt options. I think those are those are the best ones to try, but we'll see how all the different ones feel. But you see a lot of guys across the league now starting to wear them. I think as a dad, for me, it's just an important message to the kids who are watching us on TV and growing up, see us trying it. Maybe it'll encourage some of the young kids or junior players to try it and go from there.
How's the body feel after a couple days off in a transatlantic flight and just getting back to it today?
It feels good, actually. It was nice to obviously you feel better when you come away from a trip like that with some wins, but no, I think going there was the time change and the jet lag was a real thing. but been able to get right back on schedule, coming back, get on the sleep schedule, which is important. And then it's nice to, sort of get your body rested and feel fresh, hopefully feel really fresh for these next two coming up on the weekend.
Teams have come off these trips and played well, some have not played well. What's the focus for you guys to try to keep things rolling off of two transatlantic flights in 7 days?
Yeah, I think it's important. Like these today was important. Tomorrow is really important practice to really try to force yourself to get up to that tempo and that speed you need to be, especially with an afternoon game coming up on Friday. So they're hard. They are, the long road trips and coming back. The first game that's a real thing for sure. I found over my career, but we only played 2 games over there. It was a long distance travel, but we only played 2 games in basically a long time here. So we should be really fresh. I find the ones that hurt you more are the ones where you play 6 games and then you come back and you got to play at home right away. So we have time to get back up to speed, and hopefully we'll be really good.
What was your sense of Nylander in Sweden?
Man, it was pretty cool to watch. I mean, there's not much more to say about Willie this year and those big moments. He's been really clutch for us. I mean, and then going to Sweden, you got to think with all those friends, family, people there watching him. He knows the focus is on him, and everybody else in the rink does, and he was still able to really, carry us offensively and have big moments and big goals that helped us get those big points.
Did the guys get a chuckle of him doing that talk show in a tank top?
Yeah, I can't say that I'm surprised that if someone was going to do it, it would be Willie wearing a tank top on live TV, I guess. But no, man, he just rolls with however he's comfortable, and he just rolls with it, and it's funny. He's over getting to know him over the last few years, it's been great. He's a character that you enjoy being around for sure.
When he gets the puck high in the offensive zone, from a defenseman's perspective, it seems like he's daring guys to try and cover him, and no one can. What makes him so dangerous up high there?
Yeah, I think his I don't know. His one-on-one plays right up there with anyone in the league right now. That's for sure, if not number one. And then what I've been noticing this year is his spins and turning away from guys, and it doesn't look like he's skating really. He's gliding, but he's getting by with guys. So it's been pretty impressive, and he's been doing a lot of little things too that are helping us win. So he's in a groove right now, and we just want to keep him going, keep supporting him, and when a guy's going like that, you just let him do his thing.
John, after a couple days off in that transatlantic flight, how's your body feeling on a day like today?
Yeah, you're definitely rested, fresh, but you feel a little heavier than usual. So it's just good to kind of obviously get moving, mentally kind of get back in sync with things here. So a good couple days, starting with today, and we know that coming back playing 2 teams have just been going normal course of the schedule and season. Haven't had to deal with going overseas and dealing with that type of jet lag and time change and whatnot. So it's an important couple days and getting back up to speed and getting ready to play at a high level. And another big weekend for us.
What do you think the biggest challenge is to get back in the game?
Well, I think you just want to try to get to good daily habits and just waking up at a good time, getting outside as best you can, and kind of getting in sync of timing of when you're eating and whatnot. So just kind of the usual things that bring the processes throughout the body of waking up and obviously going to perform and then recovering and winding down during the night and recovering. So that's big, and then just being really detailed. We're obviously competing, working hard, and executing at a high level in our practice days.
The past 2 days been for you, John? Just no practice, not just getting back to the regular life and whatnot.
Yeah, I think for all of us, you miss some time with the family. Just great to catch up and spend some time and get away from the game. Obviously a successful trip. It was a blast, and we had a great time in Stockholm and took care of business. So good to come back, and we had a really nice day when we got home, and a not so nice day yesterday. So took advantage of being outside a lot the first one, and yesterday just like I said, just continue to get back in sync and do what you can, get ready for today and tomorrow, and using these days to get ready for the weekend.
What was your sense of William in Sweden?
I think he just tried to soak it all in, and obviously when it was time to go out there to compete and perform, wanted to be a difference maker like he's been all year. So obviously just extremely dangerous with the puck on his stick. I think he just feels his game at a different level. I think we all see it, and just using his skill set, I think his determination and willpower to go out there and make a difference, throughout the night, but also in key moments. And great to see him, thrive in the spotlight, which he's done here for a long time, but certainly in a unique chance to do it in his hometown. And great couple games from over there.
When he gets the puck high in the offensive zone, he's almost like daring people to try and cover him. Why is he so dangerous in that situation?
Well, I think you can see his edge work, and then his ability to change speed and accelerate when needed. And it's not just I think being able to do that. I think it's just the awareness of the timing of being able to manipulate the opponent and then obviously to accelerate at the right time and obviously have the puck control and the poise to make the play when it's there. So, he's just an elite player.
John, when you played Chicago earlier in the year, what stood out to you about Connor Bedard's shot?
I think more than his shot, I think it's his hockey sense that impresses me more than anything. I think he's just got such good awareness of time and space out there. Defenders playing him where the open man is. His ability to shoot, which obviously his release and deception is as good as any player in the game. So it's amazing just how he's come in and been able to adapt so quickly. In a lot of ways, not surprising, but obviously a very special talent.
I want to get two guys wearing neck guards today. And where are you? I know you said you think about it. Like, where are you at with that?
Yeah, I think whether it's myself or other guys, I think I only assume it's going to become more and more common throughout the league, and as more options become available, and finding the right fit and the things that are important to you to obviously be protected, but also to go out there and perform and finding the balance and having that choice of when you want to go about that or how you go about that. I think everyone's a little bit different, but a few days here for guys to try some out. I think we've also just gotten some stock in. I think it's been hard to get some of that stuff throughout the league and in the hockey world. So I only assume it'll become more popular.
As a captain of the team, how do you approach accountability, keeping guys accountable in good times, and what's your philosophy on that?
Well, I think first it starts with myself, so holding myself accountable and trying to go about my business and how I approach the game, and when guys see me, whether it's on the ice or off the ice, at the rink, away from the rink, how you handle yourself, how you approach certain things. So when you speak, there's a lot of truth and honesty behind it. But I think mostly just going out there and being very consistent on a daily basis, and living with very strong values, playing with really strong values. That the intentions are always there from myself. That hopefully guys can see that, and obviously as the captain or other leaders, veteran players, you step in certain situations when needed, when you feel it's necessary. But I think it's always important to encourage and support, because we're playing the game at a very high level. It's as competitive, I think, as it's ever been, and we're all trying to do something special together. So bringing everyone within the fight and knowing when we need to push and putting your arm around somebody.
Sheldon, what's your sense of the group coming off a couple days off and the flight to today's practice?
Sense is the guys come back with lots of energy. Seems like they're more like themselves, and that the recovery's gone well, if today's practice is any indication. Obviously how they bounce back and then go at it again tomorrow will be a strong indicator for us of exactly where they're at. I think having 2 days off the ice and away and all that kind of stuff. Now we did have a bunch of guys that found their way in here yesterday just to get a little active, but just the 2 days away of kind of a mental break in itself kind of recharges them. So today was really good. I think tomorrow will be a real indicator of exactly where we're at, but it was encouraging today.
So you pencil in Timmins for Friday, or you wait till you get through tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll wait till we get through tomorrow just to see. Like today is a real fast and competitive practice for them. Much higher pace than we had in anything when we were over in Sweden. So that was a good test for him, and we'll see how he responds tomorrow, and they'll make the determination from there.
Guy Boucher and your staff, he obviously coached the team and then came back and didn't have a good spell. I think Ottawa lost 12 or 13 games. What have you sort of talked to him about coming back off these trips and the challenges?
Yeah, just about not underrating it, like, giving it the proper attention that it deserves, that it's a real thing that you have to manage, and you can't just expect the guys to push through, grind through without us being really smart and deliberate and doing what we can to take care of them. So how we've handled the return, coming home Sunday night, and then the last couple of days, just letting them sort of find themselves and get what they need out of it. And then just be mindful when we're at the rink here today and tomorrow. And, we have another funky start time on Friday. That's, will be, it's not a regular game day routine, so it's a lot like what we had in Sweden in that sense. But just be really purposeful about what we're doing and give them every opportunity to bounce back. That's really been the message, not just from Guy, but anyone else that I've spoken to. Whether it's other coaches in other organizations or people in our organizations that have made these trips, be it in the NHL or with national teams and stuff like that. You just have to be smart about it and not disregard it as just hockey and part of the schedule, that it's something that really needs our attention.
Sheldon, where are things at with John Klingberg? I know he was off here today.
Yeah, no update on him other than to say he's just continue to work through things, and we'll have something for you. When something's changed. At this point, there's no change in his status.
Can you say anything more about the group over there, Sheldon, given the travel, the distractions? Certainly, Willie was doing so much off the ice, and then they come out of it with a couple of victories. So, is it kind of what you figured would happen, or how did you see it?
Well, I love that we found ways to get our points. We found ways to get wins. Whether it was Willie coming through in big moments, Willie, obviously his overtime goal is a huge moment, and some of his play in the third period against Detroit is great, but also, Tyler Bertuzzi, John Tavares were a really big part of that as well. Matthews Marner line, scored us 2 big goals at 5-on-5 against Minnesota. Penalty kill, didn't allow anything while we were out there. Like, there's lots of good things that happened that allowed us to get points. So that was really good. We didn't play our best hockey, that's for sure. But a lot of encouraging signs of how the group pulled together at big moments to make sure that we got our points, and that is a big part of it. While you're always seeking to play a perfect game and as close to perfect as you can get to, you want to feel great about how you're playing. You want to make sure you're not losing points while you're doing that, and you're picking them up. You got to put them in the bank when you can, and that's what we're able to do.
When Nylander is dangerous all over the ice, but he seems to really love high up in the offensive zone. What have you noticed about how he operates in that area of the ice that makes him so effective?
Well, it's a dangerous area to be in. First of all, not many players can play there and thrive because there's risks that come with it. You turn the puck over in that space, and it's a pretty dangerous opportunity going the other way. So you got to find the timing, find the pocket, and then you have to be able to usually evade a check, and that's what he does really well. Mitch is also elite at that. When guys come to eventually close on him, he's comfortable challenging you one-on-one and protecting the puck and getting into safety, if not into an area where we can generate a scoring chance. So his ability to get out of that situation, when I say get out of it, it's you put yourself there to make the other team a little vulnerable, and once they close on you, now you got to find your way out, because there's some players and a lot of teams in the league that will kind of bait you to use that space, and then they'll take it away and they're gone. Willie, when he's at his best, gets to that space and he turns it into something very positive for us.
You guys have 3 guys wearing neck guards out there today. Just as a coach, it's not being mandated, but encouraging to see guys at least trying it out.
Yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense, and I'm in full support of guys if that's how they, if they're comfortable doing that. And I think at this point, guys are just experimenting to see what works for them. I think it's a very personal thing, especially when we're in the midst of a season and guys, performing at the highest level with lots of pressure and expectations and such that, are very particular about their gear and stuff like that. But I think the more players that do it, obviously makes them safer, and I think sends a really important message to young people, that that is an important piece of equipment that those that are not playing at the highest level and are not playing with the same level of expectations or pressures, that safety should be the utmost priority.
Just to follow up on Klingberg, it's safe to say he won't be available for these games this week?
Yes, safe to say that, yes.
PWHL training camps are underway here, and Troy Ryan mentioned that you were the first person to reach out to him to congratulate him on the job. Just why was that important for you to do that?
I know Troy a bit. I've coached against him back in my junior A days. He was out in the Maritimes there, and I was in Pembroke, so we've got some history there and cross paths and some of the Hockey Canada stuff. And he's done a terrific job with the national team as well. So I followed him along there, and to see him coming to Toronto here was good. It was nice to see, and just wanted to welcome him and let him know we're available if we need anything. I think it's terrific, to be sharing the space here with them, and I think it's a terrific thing for not just those women, but all young girls out there that are aspiring to compete at our game at the highest level.